So, what do you wish to know, Frostgrin?
Well, I've done some, some of the ambassadorial work.
Mhm.
And, well, I just wanted to know how your trial was going, and then I could tell you what I've learned across the land.
Well, I had the rider come to town. We discussed a great many things, and then I challenged him to a battle. I took my rhino into battle, which was fucking useless. And then after, him basically flying above me because, it's a fucking rhino, I jumped off and challenged him to man-to-man combat. Well, dragon to dwarf combat. So he landed, and then I slew the beast with the mighty blade.
Is this true?
Frosty has the evidence of it. It was witnessed by all the dwarves, who were here at the time. I'm sure if you ask the rider, he'll tell you. His beast has been slain.
I do need that
There's
back,
Frostgrin.
by the way. Just so you know.
The very bones of the beast itself.
My. Well,
2 trials, Frostgrin.
I believe this is yours.
Vengrin, you said that our people, could use this, correct?
100% definitely going to get used.
Then, here. Take it. For our people. For our people should always come first.
Aye.
So, what have you found on your travels, Frostgrin?
Well, I learned that the hobbits are working with the elves.
Wait, what?
Aye. Well, not really by choice. It seems as if there was one that was captured and forced into working for him, and did a couple of, thieving burglary work. And, then, apparently, the elves call that an alliance. Spoke with them, and they're going to give us more information
So,
on what happens when they, of course, run into that deal with the elves.
To add to that, I have not had a chance to speak to you all, but I already spoke to the hobbits, even long before they spoke to you, Frostgrin. Arranged for them to be eyes and ears in the forest, though feign ignorance completely of any relations with us. They were to befriend the elves, get on their good sides, and feed information, and I believe you've furthered that. Although, if they have truly formed an alliance with the elves, perhaps they are playing both sides.
True. Very true. So we must be careful of them. They are a very good resource when it comes to potions and learning about, their trade in potion is probably best for our, wounds and stuff. Now, also, upon the completion of, 2 or 3 trials now, what have we learned, Vakir?
The trial of time taught me about myself, who I am. The Trial of Frost taught me about our past, that our greatest fear should not have been feared at all. That dragon, even with a rider, died in my hand. Our people must be strong. But we can never forget who we are.
You slew the Dragon Rider as well.
No. I allowed Grim to live.
Aye.
The
did
grudge
not
was
think it
indeed
was
to
right.
defeat the dragon, after all.
Aye. I just
That is
spoke to
true.
the kobolds up north. Well, I guess, yeah, is it north?
Mhm.
No, it's south, to the south in the mountains. Now, spoke with them, and they had a grudge of their own. A kobold grudge, I guess, whatever you call it. A spat, I'm not sure. But anyway,
Interesting.
aye, they did not like the dragon as well. They do not like the rider either, but more about the forsaken bones of the dragon itself. Now, what you've done seems to be a bit, it's a good way to rally potential allies to the dwarves.
Well. Yeah, about that.
What? Wow, what did you do?
Well, I may have been swayed by the Dragon Rider. I have said that I will take his training.
What?
I believe that our people,
Why would you do that?
because I see strength in the Dragon Riders and his tails. I believe that whatever he is, there's still light in him. And I believe that the Dragon Riders are a necessity. I've seen the bond between man and beast, or dwarf and beast, up close. Just recently I spoke to Thori about it in depth. I believe that the way forward is through strength
It's
and
backwards.
cooperation. To remember our past.
Hey,
Now that I've defeated the one that did so much damage to us, I realize. And this may be hard to hear, but our former king was weak.
He was things. I wouldn't agree with you on that one.
Then why did he not slay the dragon? How long have our people feared them? Been scared of their wings on the wind.
He had to slay one.
do you know what this dragon rider wants?
He has explained to me who he was. Yes,
What has he told you?
he has told me that he was once a man. A speaker for the riders. And that he fell to something dangerous. But he speaks not of corruption, but of his original oaths. I
Vakir.
believe him. Frostgrin.
What does he have you call him?
I call him Ryder, but the name that I gave him was Aeacus, Judge of the Damned.
That sounds very friendly, doesn't it?
you know what you're doing, Vakir? Or are you just flying by the seat of your pants?
I see something in him. No one's beyond redemption. His words speak to me, Frostgrin.
You're
I know
basically
it's
wanting
dangerous.
us ally with what we perceived as one of the greatest threats to dwarven kind.
I'm asking, very simply, for you to trust me. Our people are not aligned with anyone. I will get to know him better. I will train under him, and if I am wrong, I will use the blade that let me slay his beast to put him down forever. But if there's even a spark of what he was, the legends, the tales, still there, if what he speaks is truth, if the riders can come back, truly come back, then it's worth the risk.
There are tales, actually, of Dwarven Rider. Whether they're true or not, no one lost to legend, but they are there in the books.
It would not be true counsel if we did not ask the questions, of which you might not want to hear. But I have to ask, this is not some misguided attempt at redemption, in the guise of what you might see as your own attempts to redeem your father.
I will not lie to the council. What I come from, who I come from, the mistakes that he made will haunt me forever. But I have to stand on my own if I am to complete these trials and become a king worthy of our people.
You're setting yourself for trial.
You think messing with time will bring strength to our people?
No. I think looking inward into
That's
a
what
man
you're
that has
doing.
been so... What do you mean?
The rider is known to me as Alexander. One of the old dragon lords. One of these riders, you call it?
Yes.
Aye. His plans, that he's explained to me as well as you, is to bring back a strand of time, restitch it once again into an event that will not, cannot be, because if it is, we will only disintegrate as a realm. And I know that's hard to just comprehend, but you see, look into the staff in the center of this table here. Look into the eye of my wand there. Now, see that inside is a blip of life, a blip of a star, concentrated, of course, down into a little tiny speck. Now imagine on that wand is us, where we are thriving, our life is buzzing about like a hive of bees around what we know of the world. Now, if you were ever to go back and replay a ripple of time among the world exactly the way it once was, you might as well snuff out the candle, or in our case, break the wand, because there is nothing that our minds and the collective life of this island that can handle besides chaos incarnate itself. And that's what will happen if there is ever a rip in time.
He explained only that he wanted to return, a new set of dragon riders.
Aye, bringing back what was once already dead. like that dragon itself, is already split.
Like our people, Frostgrin.
Our people aren't dead.
But
We are
we're
very-
scattered and broken.
Aye, we are broken, but we aren't a dead people. We are alive and well. We have a stone council. We get more dwarves every day. We are revitalizing what once was. We are not reviving the dead and bringing back the bones of our ancestors. Because, well, we know better. But if you bring back the bones of life that were once past and gone, that ripple is going to bring us back. And, of course, the world cannot take an instance again. Timeline is really only one strand. If it frays, so be it, but it should repair itself through time. You can't restitch time to bring back once was, or else, why even exist? That's what I'm worried about when you say you will take the oath. You'll become a dragon rider, and you will once again be tainted, not you, but of course the events of the Eye will once again be tainted by the inky black chaos of this adversary himself.
So we should do nothing. Stand aside? Well, I see the spark in him, Frostgrin.
I am just the Watcher of Winter. You are Stone Prince. You have but one trial left, and then we follow you. But those are just my findings and my, well, beliefs. Perhaps I'm
What
being
about
too
the rest of
literal,
the council?
but that's just what I think.
I simply advise caution.
I think looking to the past is dangerous. It tells us stories of where we come from. It tells us of the mistakes of the past that we have made, and if we look to make those same mistakes again, then that shows that we have not learned anything. Looking back is only a method to enhancing your lessons, enhancing your learning, and moving forward, better prepared for what is to come. You think you are better than what came before you, able to stand up to whatever darkness befriended these people before.
I think that someone has to. It keeps pushing, keeps taking. How many times is it going to win? Has to take a stand. Has to take a stand. Hell, we have to start taking back.
Aye.
The idea itself doesn't make me too sick. It's the path you take that's concerning.
I agree with the council in this. It is dangerous. He is dangerous. When he speaks to me, I find myself almost entranced at times. But for everything he says and everything he does, the meaning behind his words, that calls to me. When it may be dangerous. But if I don't at least try, then who else will kneel before him?
You want the
Will
king
they
to
look to
kneel
bring back his spark?
to darkness? Is that what I hear?
What's
Darkness.
he getting out of this?
He wants one simple thing. He wants that the new Dragon Riders will never allow the dragons to be destroyed and abused the way they were before. Does that sound like darkness to you?
It does not, but you see yourself, you find yourself almost entranced by his words. The silvery tongue of a snake, perhaps. Paved with good
Possibly.
intentions, this path might be. but it could quite well be a path to darkness nonetheless.
What's so bad about darkness?
Darkness is, in itself, all-consuming. It has no meaning without light.
I feel like I should be a little offended here.
Except you don't have feelings, so you can't be offended. We've been through this.
Well, that's why I said, like I should be.
Wise words were said here today. There's a great deal I have to think on.
I will say this to you, Vakir. You have honored the traditions put down before you twice already, with one more to go. A true king of our people follows the traditions outlined by the council. That is a king that I will follow into the very depths of hell itself. A king by any other means, through darkness corruption or, well, the trials are true, they show the true king to be. The path you follow, if you follow that path, after these trials are past, I will follow. As will my people.
A great deal must be thought about.
My advice would also be the paragon of the five, through a similar track, bonding with beasts that may not have appeared friendly at first. Perhaps more knowledge on that subject may aid you.
Do you think? I know it has not been done in almost 100 years, but could we speak to the Paragon?
I myself have spoken to one. It is possible, but the matriarch is that's Thor's territory. With both mine and Thor's help, perhaps.
Of which do you speak?
The five paragons, the fifth, the latest one to be made into a paragon, was, I guess, Thor's great ancestor. The one that first bonded
Matriarch
with...
was she. Aye. It was she that led my people from the depths and despair that our people found ourselves in when they escaped underground. She led us to the place we know as the Crag, where we found the Manticore. It was she that first reared an abandoned Manticore pup that was left to fend for itself after our people, well, we fell its mother. We took them as part of us, and we as part of them, and from then forward, we have had a bond with the Manticore. But the matriarch is the one with the foresight. She was the one who delivered us from the darkness.
So can it be done?
I have not communed with a paragon, but if Vengrin says it is possible, then who am I to argue? His knowledge in these matters is, well, unparalleled, I would say.
It is great need and great will, right? Mixture of things you can commune, as I did with the Ruin Father, who passed the knowledge of the ruins to me, as there was no one else for me to learn from. Your need is that great, then I will do everything I can to make that possible.
I would. This third trial of festivities, you said it was?
Yeah, something like that.
I would like to gather
Bring to
as
an
many people as I can in order to participate in this event. What's expected? Vengrin.
My expectations is for you to prove that you can be diplomatic and that you can show the dwarven people that it's not always about war. That we can, well, have fun. We are a people of... We can get along with each other without a sword in our hand.
Hmm. Okay.
It's up to you, the parameters you set. You are welcome to invite the entire world if you wish. But I want it to be a spectacle. I want it to show the people that the dwarves can detain as much as they can break your face.
Diplomacy.
Festivals
Understood.
are often battlegrounds in themselves.
Politics.
Yeah, that dirty word, yeah.
Aye. Very well.
It's a good excuse to get drunk too. So there's always that.
Aye.
My.
I'm thinking Friday will be a bad time because, like, we'll probably all be a little too drunk. So Wednesday,
Never a
Wednesday, I
thing.
think.
No such thing.
You'd say too drunk. Aye.
Wednesday or Friday, I think, will be good days. If
Aye. I may be asleep rather early on Wednesday.
I mean, we could do it Friday. How early?
Well, oh boy. If I was to put a number on it, I'd say about 6.
Holy shit!
30.
Okay. I mean, we could pull it off. No, it needs to be something. We'll do it Friday.
Friday
We'll do
it is.
Friday.
the king must learn patience.
That is
Aye.
life.
Gives you plenty of
Is there
time to
any-
organise
I'm
things.
the Watcher of Winter. I don't need to be there. I could watch from wherever.
This is true. That's up to Vakir, how he says that.
Hmm.
No, I don't believe I have anything else to add to this meeting of the stone.
I feel like there was something else I needed to speak to you all about. We spoke about the kobolds. Aye, we talked about going down the list of my inside my brain here of things I learned. What else do I need to talk about? Nope, no idea. I think we're probably good.
Hooray for our side. Was there anything else that the council expected of me?
Nothing, you are free to go.
Aye.
Little shadow.
Frostgrin, I would have a word with you, and I believe Thori wants to have words with both of us.
You're both welcome to visit my halls if you wish. It is nice and secure, far away from prying ears.